Hello and good afternoon, Sunway students, listeners, and beyond. You're listening to Fillet O Friday on Sun4U Radio, the brightest campus radio. Hi guys, it's not Eunice here, it's Joy cosplaying as Eunice. Well, today, right now, you're listening to the segment Hot Take Highway, where we bring you the fastest and freshest campus news rides with no speed limits. So I'm Joy, and you're listening to Sun4U Radio. Right, so have you ever wondered what it's like to live as a refugee? What hardships, joy, and experiences do they go through? Well, now it's your chance to find out more. SAE, FASS, and SBS will be hosting an exhibition titled Invisible People to raise awareness of Malaysia's refugee communities. To be part of these impactful experience and learn something meaningful, visit the exhibition on 25th and 26th of June at JC1 Gallery, LT7 and LT8 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you're not sure where that is, you can look at our Sunway app that tells you directions on where to go in campus. You can find out more info also on our highway highlights on Instagram, Sun4U_official. To students, staff, and alumni alike who are staying at Sun4U residence, do take note that upgrading works are being carried out at the main entrance. Are you and your besties the sporty type? If you are, well, you are in luck. Remember that registration is now open for Sunway College and Friendship Games 2025. Whether you're a pro at table tennis, basketball, or chess, there's something for everyone, so don't hesitate to register anytime now, between now and 20th of August. For more information and the registration form, head over to Highway Highlight on our Instagram, Sun4U_official. Have you ever had this thought? If I was more confident, more disciplined, more in control, then I would be enough. The truth is, this kind of thinking shapes how we see ourselves and how we believe we need to change before we can be worthy. But this mindset keeps us stuck. In a new article from Counseling and Wellness Sunway team, explore an empowering approach that allows you to start living from values that matter to you now. Read the article to learn more. It's linked in our Instagram stories over on the highway highlight on our Instagram, Sun4U_official. As part of their final showcase, Le Cordon Bleu's graduating cuisine students will present a 3-course meal to some very lucky guests, offering you the chance to enjoy thoughtfully prepared dishes. With the time slots of 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m., and 7 p.m. every Wednesday and Thursday for 6 weeks, starting on the 23rd of July, this is truly something you don't want to miss. For more details, including the mouth-watering menu, head to the Highway Highlight on our Instagram, Sun4U_official. And if you want to book a slot, send an email to amandal@sunway.edu.my. Spots are limited, so secure your seats today. If you ever thought of exploring the world of forensics and crime solving, this is something you probably want to pay attention to. Bones Don't Lie, Solving Mysteries Through Forensic Anthropology will be Sunway University's next campus with a conscious session. This installment features Professor Farida Muhammad Noor, Professor of Pathology who has over 20 years of experience in the field and academia. She will be sharing her knowledge and experience in how bones can help uncover truths behind identity, trauma, and time of death. All factors that help bring a case to justice. For the full poster and the registration link, visit the Highway Highlight on our Instagram, Sun4U_official. Now, we have an announcement from the Sunway Library. May 2025, new titles list is now available on the library website. A wide range of new titles have been added to the collection. To access the new titles, go to the library website, library.sunway.edu.my, and then head to collections, where you'll find the new titles list. Enjoy your exploration and hopefully you'll discover your new favorite read. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Have you guys ever felt stressed or, feeling stressed lately? We have a new way for you to relax. The Sunway University Yoga Club is hosting an outdoor yoga session in conjunction with the World Yoga Day. On the 21st of June from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. at the university football field, celebrate the harmony of your body and mind. Members of the yoga club can access the event for a fee of 15 ringgit, while non-members can enjoy the experience for 20 ringgit. For more info and registration link, visit the highway highlights on our Instagram, Sun4U_official. Did you know that the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences has a newsletter? If you didn't know, it's never too late to start reading. Find the link on FAS's Instagram page. The newsletter comes out monthly and celebrates the achievements and events by FASS students and faculty. Stay updated today. That's all for Hot Take Highway. Don't go anywhere as we go for a short break before the next segment, Unscripted Threads, featuring a guest star which we will not spoil, and Jin, and also myself.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
Welcome back, guys, to Fillet O Friday on Sun4U Radio. Today we'll be having a segment, Unscripted Threads, that you are very familiar with. In a world where big headlines and big personalities dominate the mainstream media, where many stories often go unnoticed. Welcome to Unscripted Threads, where we sit down and talk to real people and listen to their stories. No scripts, no spotlights, just voices that matter.
My name is Jin,
My name is Joy.
and today, and for today's episode, we have once again brought back a fan favorite a guest upon popular demand. And you might have guessed it by now. It is Josh once again. So welcome, Josh. Welcome back to the show. Woo!
Hey guys, thanks for the invitation. I'm happy to be back.
So Josh, it's a tradition at this point to ask this question. How did you come here today? You know, how was the traffic?
The traffic was quite good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you reach
1
in?
hour traffic.
1 hour?
Comfortable.
What, really? 1
Yeah,
hour?
1 hour. No, was it really 1 hour?
No, it was like maybe
No.
25 minutes.
25 minutes. Okay, that's not bad. And parking, good? Parking?
Yeah, parking. I managed to park here.
Oh, fantastic, Josh. You know, people will be jealous of you.
Oh, thank you.
Now, so for today's show, we have actually decided to try something a little bit different, but fun, because Josh has been a guest before, but I thought I want to change it up a bit. Let's, spice it up, some might say. And so today we thought we'd do something that Josh suggested. Well, at least a version of what Josh suggested. But I decided to just put like a little bit of a spin on it. So we've come up with a fun game show today.
Ooh.
Now,
Are you excited, Josh?
So excited. Oh my god. Can't wait.
Josh, you're a competitive person, right?
Oh, very competitive.
and Josh likes winning, so
It has my German
actually
blood.
I haven't thought of actual name for this segment yet. But I think we'll just call it Debate for You.
Yeah. Can we go with the For You theme,
Yeah.
debate for you?
Oh, so it's gonna be a debate then.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
like debates?
Oh my god, I love it.
So how's it gonna work? It's very simple. So it's gonna be like a 2-part thing. So for the first part, me and Josh will be given a topic each, and what we have to do is we have 2 minutes to argue our point on that topic. You get it, Josh?
All right.
Now, we've already written out like how. So once we give the topic, either you will fight for it or you will fight against it. Do you understand?
Oh, so I have to pick one. Which
Oh,
standpoint?
you've already been chosen, Josh.
Oh.
Yeah, you just have to just argue on the spot.
Oh my
But-
god.
So there are 3 topics in total, but after each topic, we'll play a fun little mini game at the end.
Oh, to cool it down or what?
Yeah, just to get the brain stimulating a bit more for the next topic.
Oh my god.
So yeah, very simple rules. It's like, we will do our debates, and Joy, who is here, will be our moderator / judge. So all of our listeners actually, they can
Yeah,
they can
People,
judge.
you can type in the chat
Yeah,
if
so-
you feel like
So
who would deserve.
yeah,
to win.
whose argument was better basically. So so Josh, are you ready for today?
Oh, I'm born for this.
You're
You're
born for the
this.
Especially against Jin, I'm like,
Yeah. Now, Josh. No, people should know that Josh is a very good speaker. He does Toastmasters. So I feel like I
Wow.
already at a disadvantage,
Toasting.
but I will try my best.
Hey,
I
but
will
you're
try
a
my-
radio host.
Yeah, but I'm a radio host. Yes.
Sure. Don't bring the radio down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. You know what? I will win because you know what? I have the brain power of a what's a very smart animal.
A chimpanzee.
Even
Bonobo.
two times smarter than a chimpanzee. 2 times.
Dolphin.
Yeah. Dolphin. All right. So shall we start with the first round, Joy? Can you tell us the topic?
Okay. We're all ready, right? Okay, I have a timer because each one of you have 1 minute, right?
Yeah. Just 1 minute, Josh.
So hopefully it doesn't like blast too loudly. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with Josh first, okay? And I'm gonna start after I ask the question. Should online classes be used for lectures and tutorials? And we're gonna start now.
Should online lectures be used for tutorials?
And also for Josh, you will fight. Josh, can you stop the time?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so to be clear, Josh will be fighting for online classes, and I'll be fighting against online classes.
Okay.
So state your point as to why
Okay,
you
for
believe
online class.
classes.
Okay,
should
ready?
be.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so the main usage of online classes has been developed especially after post-corona and during corona pandemic, which shows that if you look at statistics that people are actually more effective when they focus online. And the reason why they're more effective is because they can connect it to their lifestyle. So for instance, if you have, for example, online class at 10, then you can connect it to your lifestyle, can do your whole routine, or even if your lifestyle is just waking up later at 10 o'clock, you can take it to study, and this will make it more effective than just coming tired to 10 o'clock and then taking all that knowledge inside. So that would be my first point, is you can adapt it to your lifestyle. The second point for me is basically online class is much more easier and flexible, especially in a university environment, because we are coming from a lot of areas around the world, because it's not like all students are just staying at one area. So we have students staying all over the city. So it's easier for them. They don't have to transport all the way to uni. They can just do it online. And it's also more effective and more efficient.
Stop.
Oh, so fast.
Yeah, 1 minute.
God.
Wow, you did quite
Whoosh.
well. I think you stated
Wow,
quite a lot of
damn.
points.
Okay, Josh.
All right, are you ready? Jin is going to go for against online.
Oh, so
correct?
fast. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this.
1 minute starts now.
Okay, so the basis of online classes is that everyone gets to stay home, and that is already a problem with it. The fact that everyone is staying home makes people lazier. So say the class is at 8 a.m. Most people wake up at 7:55. But when people wake up at 7:55, they don't tend to wake up. They just go back to sleep. And what happens next? They probably wake up at 9 o'clock, and the class is like halfway done. So yeah, online classes I don't think are effective. I think it is a bit of how do you say, like a convenience sometimes for the lecturers, but I don't think it should be, because we pay our fees to come to university, to use the lecture theatres, to use all the facilities, and so why do we need online classes? Traditionally, we've never ever for hundreds of years they never had online classes. So why do we suddenly need online classes? I think because we are students after all. We are used to going to schools to study. So I think a classroom environment is obviously better. You get to interact with your friends. Imagine going 3 years at uni, you can never even seen your friend. That would be so sad. Like I wouldn't even know you, Josh. Think about it, And
Time's up. Okay.
Oh.
Wow. I think both of you did
Oh my God, Jin.
say a lot of points. How about the audience? Who do you think will win, Josh or Jin? I hope someone will type, but who do you think won, guys?
Oh,
I think it's close actually.
Quite close.
I think Jin had good counter arguments.
Okay.
But
Why are you so funny?
is-
You want to fight for yourself?
It's always easier to counter.
Okay, in my opinion, I think the point I resonated with was Jin. So Jin gets the point.
Wait, no.
No, are you
1
offending
point.
her?
No.
1 point.
It's always easier to counter.
Is it?
Yeah.
Also, so you think it's always easier to counter argument?
Yeah.
You have a counter argument against a point.
Oh, shall we have a debate on that then?
And recount it.
Rebuttal the rebuttal.
Okay.
Okay,
next
well the
time.
audience kind of likes both, but sorry, that point goes to Jin because moderator.
Oh, that's boring. Come on.
Okay, next one. You have each 30 seconds.
This is a mini game.
Oh, this is the game.
Yeah,
this is just a quick game just to calm us down, stimulate our brains a little bit, maybe.
Okay, he doesn't know, even though he doesn't know what I'm gonna ask.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know the game, but I don't know the topic.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
But do you know how
Okay.
this game works?
Oh, Josh will start first.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
so
no. So the game is called categories, Josh. So what's gonna happen is basically you have 30 seconds. Okay, so basically you have 30 seconds to name as many things as you can in that category. So for example, I say how many countries can you name in 30 seconds? So this
Ooh.
is like a bet. So you say 15, and you say 15. In my head, I think Josh can definitely name 15. So I say I can name 20 countries in 30
Oh my
seconds.
God.
And basically we keep going until we call each other's bluff. So
Yeah.
if you say you can name 40 countries, I said that's a lie. There's not enough
Okay.
time. So you get
So,
it.
so is it gonna be countries?
No.
I can't tell
No,
you.
it's
God.
just an example.
Oh,
so
no.
we'll hear Joy's category, then we can start our a little
Okay.
exchange.
Okay, are you ready?
Please no food.
I'm gonna ask and then I'm gonna start. Okay.
Okay.
How many things can you see in a school canteen? Name me
Okay.
Oh
in
my
30
God.
seconds.
Now we have to you have to like bet. So Josh, how many things? How many can you
Oh
name?
my God.
How
I'm
many
barely
do
in
you
the
think
canteen.
How many do you think you can name?
Uh,
Just say a number.
20.
You can name
Oh, in
20.
30 seconds. 15.
15. Okay. Josh can name 15 things in a school canteen. Okay, I'll say 16. I can name 16 things in 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you name how? No, then we keep going back and forward until we call each other's bluff.
Okay. I think I could do more. 18
You can do 18.
in 30 seconds.
You know what? Josh can do it. 18.
Shall we start, guys?
He can do 18. I don't think I can do it. I'll call bluff on that. Josh.
Okay.
18 things in 30 seconds, Josh.
Okay, let's
Now,
go.
I'll be
Okay,
counting.
I'm gonna start a counter. Okay, we start with Josh and then we go bounce and back and forth. Okay. Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Right.
No, so basically just Josh does the 18. That's all.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, because since he
Don't
wants to do
pressure
it,
me.
Yeah, so it's his bluff. So here we go. I'll count for you, Josh. I'll count
Okay.
18.
But if he goes over 18, that's good for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But can you
And
do it?
I'm gonna start in. You remember the question, right?
Yeah.
How
Okay.
many? Okay.
And go.
Bacteria, fungi, food.
Okay.
Chef,
Chef.
plates,
Blade.
fork, spoon, students,
Okay.
desk, chairs, wall, the floor, the cleaners.
The floor, the clean. Okay.
We have lecturers, staff,
oh,
mouses, tablets, phones, headphones, AirPods, shoes, t-shirt, pants.
No, yeah, not fair enough. I think we gotta give him that.
And-
Yeah.
I
Hair.
know.
Okay, I feel like
Did,
some.
did I get 18?
Yeah. You
Okay.
You know
No.
what? I feel like some of them are questionable.
Okay. You
said anything.
You had 18, but I said specifically things, and people don't count.
Oh.
Oh.
You said
So minus 4, you had 14. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and to make it fair, I think I should ask you another one.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
But that was suspicious. What is fungi, bacteria? What?
But things do count.
questionable food.
But people don't count. Moderator says food, but people
Lecturers,
don't count.
staff, cleaners. And
Lectures.
how many types
Okay.
of people are there?
Are you ready though? Your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. For what?
I'm gonna ask you another question.
Another one.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it'll be too difficult
Sure.
for you. Okay.
All right.
Okay. It won't be as difficult or hard. It's the same level. Okay.
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 How many what?
How many things can you name when you enter a school hall?
I think I wait before you start, Joy.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just say
sure.
how many first.
Oh.
How many people enter a school hall?
Don't you have to beat him? You have to beat 14.
You have to beat 14.
Yeah, you have to beat 14. That's the point.
Okay, that's the point. Oh, okay.
Did you read the
right,
game?
you have to beat 14.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You
sure.
gave the
Okay,
game
sorry.
rules.
Okay. So
Okay.
I have to beat 14.
Okay, yes.
You know what was the question? You know what?
How many things can you name when you go into a school hall?
What's a school hall?
That's a problem that you I
don't
can't.
think it's
What do
a
you mean
you
what's
problem.
a school hall? Like a hallway?
It's up to you to
What?
interpret.
That's
All right, are
a-
you
yeah,
ready?
A hallway.
What do you mean hall?
Are you ready?
What
Stop
is
stalling.
hall?
You're stalling.
Okay, what is hall?
Are you ready?
Don't be
Yeah.
nervous.
Okay.
And go.
So your students, you have your students with the backpacks, and you have the water bottles, you have their phones, you have their headphones. Sometimes they bring their laptops into a school hall. You have probably pieces of paper. I don't know. Whatever boards, those things, boards, notices on it. School hall. You get the wall, as Josh says. You have the floor as well. Maybe lecturers will walk through a school hall. I don't know. Maybe there's a dustbin somewhere. Water filler. The cool water refill station, and a chef.
Okay.
Didn't-
You name like 4 people, so you got
Yeah.
12.
What? No.
You name like lecturers.
Oh, you did the same mistake as me. You didn't
said
listen
things,
to
guys.
the
No,
to
but
Joy.
what is a school hall? Like what is a school hall? Come on, Joy.
A school hall can be anything. That's the thing.
Yeah,
It's quite
so,
easy.
So what is a school hall?
This is a school hall.
Oh, it's not
School
fair. I
hall.
think the question was.
Anyways, you got 12. The
High
winner
five.
is
Josh.
Josh.
Oh.
Hey,
We are
what a fantasy.
tied.
cheated but win. Sure.
We are tied 1-1, guys.
Oh, okay. This is exciting now. So
Yes. Okay.
Alright.
Now we're going to the next one.
the debate, the next debate.
next debate.
Oh my
This
god.
is your time, Josh.
Okay, we're gonna go. This time we're gonna go 30 seconds. Okay. For the debate, makes it a bit harder.
30
Why?
s-
Because we have time constraints.
30 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Okay.
Oh, 30 seconds.
Yeah, so the question is, the debate topic is, should people be judged on their past actions if they have changed?
Okay.
So Josh will be arguing for against judging.
So they shouldn't be judged.
They shouldn't
Yes,
be.
shouldn't be judged. And Jane will be for judging.
Oh, that's
Okay,
my
this
favorite.
time, Jane will start first.
Okay.
Okay, 30 seconds, alright?
Why people should be judged on that? Okay.
Okay, ready? In 3, 2, 1.
People are defined by the actions that they perform. Actions define who they are. So even though it's in the past, it is who they are already. So why? Of course, they need to be judged because it happened. They did it. Would a murderer, if a guy got away with, if a guy murdered someone 20 years ago, I'm not gonna forget. Like 5 years later, Of course, he should be judged for his actions because he did it. And who is suffering? The victim. The victim suffer. And what does he get? Nothing. If you forgive him, he gets a clear mind. He gets to be free.
Oh, that's
Oh.
all.
I feel like that's too
Oh,
short.
okay.
All right,
Are
sure.
you ready to rebut? Or you ready to rebut?
Yes.
Okay, and your 30 seconds start now.
Yes, people should be forgiven. Like God says, God
Oh.
forgives everyone based on the past. Basically,
nice.
your argument with somebody
Oh, no.
killing somebody, that's not fair because first you have to see on the background as a person. You don't know a reasoning. You just state an example that he killed someone. That's just a straw man tactic that you use because you don't know based on that person. Maybe that person was basically, maybe he had to kill because it was an emergency. So it has to be forgiven. But if we put that example away, you have to forgive every type of past or bad things you did. Because that's what God states.
Okay,
Oh my
and
God,
that's
Josh.
30 seconds. Okay,
Right, Josh, you put out too
alright.
powerful of a card. You can't do that.
Play the card.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Okay, how about audience? Who do you think wins this point? I'll give it like 10 seconds before I actually give a moderation answer.
I think this is quite a.
Yeah.
I think this one.
This one should be the 1 minute one.
Yeah, this one I feel like could have gone for a long, long time.
Alright. The next one, it's also gonna be 30 seconds, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, but
Maybe
before that,
Jane?
we have.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, maybe
nice.
Jane? Okay.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
unfortunately, the moderator decides, right?
What?
Yeah.
What?
What does that mean?
Okay, Josh won you.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The reason why is because of structure.
Structure.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were asking more questions than answering them
Okay.
in a debate, and that's okay.
Oh,
Josh, 2
Joy is
points.
such a fair moderator.
Yeah, 2-1. Okay, don't get offended,
Okay,
Jin.
fine,
Okay.
fine.
All right, next one is a mini game. Am I bluffing? So each one of you have 30 seconds to tell a story, and the other has to guess whether it's true or not. So if you guys manage to get both correct, then both of you get a point. If not, if you don't get it correct, then you don't get a point. All right.
1 minute to tell a story.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Do you have a
It should
story?
be 1 minute, but due to time.
God,
so
but Jin knows so much about me. This will be a hard
Okay.
one.
So Josh,
No, I feel like I don't. You have so many stories, Josh.
Ooh.
does Josh start? Oh no. Okay.
I
No,
can-
Jin starts.
I can
So,
start,
yeah,
yeah.
Jin starts.
I'll,
okay.
I'll tell a story first then. Okay, sure. Go on.
Okay. Let's observe his body language. Okay. Okay, ready?
whole
And
facial-
I'm gonna start in 3,
Story.
2, 1.
Okay, so I was on holiday in Thailand, in Bangkok. You're right. So that was in 2019. It's in 2019 I was on holiday. So basically what happened was I got really sick on like the second or third day. I think it was through food poisoning. And I remember that night I was like vomiting at the hotel. It was really bad, by the way. Like I vomited, I was like, on like the whole bathroom floor was gone. But I know I cleaned it up, to be fair. But the point of the story was that I got so sick that afterwards, actually on the bus, I actually vomited and might have like got it on some of the other passengers.
Oh.
So yeah,
Oh.
That's all passengers.
yeah.
You vomited on the passengers.
Like not like projector on them, just like on the floor. But it got splash, like splash.
Yo, Sunway Lagoon right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a water park,
Do you think it's true or not, Josh?
I think it's actually true.
Well, my I don't matter, but I think it's true. So,
Okay.
is it
Well,
true?
It's all true until the last part.
Oh,
I never vomited on anyone, but I did vomit in the hotel.
Oh wait, so the story is true then?
No, I mean it's
No, it's not. It's
it's a lie. It's
a lie.
It's a lie.
What?
it's a fabricated
Yeah,
story.
no, the story was almost real until the end, Josh. The best kind of lies with a lie with a little bit of
God.
truth.
Okay,
Ooh.
so Josh, you don't get a point. So now you have to
Wow.
win this. Okay, so to in
I
order
should
win.
get a point for that as well. Come
No,
on.
you don't.
What?
It will make it harder.
Okay,
No
fine.
points. Okay,
Fine.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. 30 seconds and go.
Okay, so when I moved the first time for my family, our whole family got arrested because my father got accused for working with the Iranian nuclear project because he was a chemical engineer. So when we moved to Dubai, he got accused because we lived 3 years in Iran and he was a chemical engineer and the whole family had to get interrogated by the CIA and from the Dubai intelligence. So yeah, that is basically my story. I'll keep it short.
Oh, now, sorry. Now, Josh, I do remember you telling this story before. That's the funny thing. I think you've told this story
Yeah,
before.
but weren't we on like a radio segment?
Yeah,
where
I feel like
talk-
you were on the
Did I?
radio when you said it.
Oh,
But
did
was
he
it
change the
true?
country?
No, it
Ooh.
was Iran. Or was it Iran? No, it was Iran. But interrogated by the CIA, I don't know. Maybe by the Iranian agency, sure.
But you can't tell whether someone's in the CIA. Why am I helping you?
I mean, you know what? I'll say it's true.
And is it true, Josh?
Yeah, actually, that's true.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
oh my God,
true.
what?
She gets
No,
point.
you've told us.
I told you that
Yeah,
story.
you told us
this
in like.
story.
I'm
in
telling you
your
guys
first-
too much stuff. Oh my God.
Come on, Josh.
You gotta be careful with
Yeah,
the
Josh,
stories
come
you tell,
on.
right?
Okay.
All right, next one is
The final debate.
final
topic.
debate.
Ooh.
This time you guys get a minute each, and
Ooh.
Josh will start.
Okay.
Okay. So the debate topic is: should we focus on our legacy in the here and now, or work towards a better world for future generations? You understand the topic, right,
Okay.
guys?
Yes.
Okay. So Josh will be for now. Your stance is for now, and Jin is for the future.
Like, yeah. So Josh will be like fighting for the present. Like, why living in the present is more important than worrying about the future.
Okay.
So you
Oh.
understand, right? The
Yeah.
topic. Okay. You have a minute. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so if we focus on the present, then it can basically, it affects the future. So basically, you have to focus on the present. What I mean with that is basically, you have to start with now. And how do you start with now is, for instance, you start educating the people. You start talking with them about it. From there, you create a structure that they can use for the future. The second point is basically you have to work on what we have now. If you work on something later, it's already too late. If we focus now, for instance, for sustainability goals and start cleaning up, let's say, the issue of plastic, then in the future the issue will be much less. But if we just wait for the future, everything can be dried out and everything then will be will be worse than it was at the beginning. And at the third point, there's actually a saying, and the saying is always focus on the present to build a gold stone for the future. So the quote says that you need to work on the present, because the present is basically building you the whole structure which you can use for the future. So at the present is where you can start, because you cannot start without the beginning, and the beginning is now.
Wow, that's a good
perfectly
end.
on time.
Wow, perfectly on time. 1 minute.
I think Josh was a bit off topic, wasn't it? Because it's more about
you can't influence the
Yeah.
moderator.
No.
But it's supposed to be on like why he should focus on his legacy.
Oh yeah, so
Oh my
should
God, I
we
didn't read the
focus
question.
on our legacy
Oh,
in the
our
here and
legacy,
now,
yeah.
or work towards a better
Yeah.
world for future generations?
Oh, I didn't
Anyway,
answer
are you
that.
ready? Your time starts now.
Well, Josh basically answered a lot of my debated for me already by this point. But here, anyway, so why do we do what we do? We do what we do because we are working toward a better future. And do we not? When say parents, right? Are they not trying to make sure that their children have a good future ahead? Whatever they do, they send them to the schools. Get them good education, make sure they have jobs, make sure they live a comfortable life. It's all about the future, And the future is so important because if there is no future, what is the point? What is the point of life, Josh? We live for a better tomorrow. Every day we wake up hoping for a better tomorrow. So the future is where it is. And all your points also helped me, Josh. We have to start now for a better future. All the initiatives we talk about, climate change, going green. You have to start now because the future is where it's at. And without the future, we have no point in life.
Oh wow!
On the dot.
Ended on the dot.
Okay, so I think that's a tough one. How about
That is
audience?
quite
What do you
hard.
guys
I feel like we
think?
both
That
didn't
one's-
answer the question.
Yeah, that's quite
Yeah, none
hard,
of us
yeah.
answered the question.
Yeah, in my opinion,
Yeah,
I
it's
think both of you
difficult,
went a
yeah.
bit out of
I
topic.
think we both went out
Yeah.
of it.
All right, so audience, did Josh or Jin win? I'll let the audience decide this one for the third debate.
Oh.
Well, if I know there's a latency, so
feel
I'll
like-
make it 10
Yeah,
seconds.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a.
Yeah, I think, but 1 minute was enough, right?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's quite hard because we
Mm.
don't really have time to think about our.
Yeah, it's on the
It's just
spot.
like straight on the spot.
Yeah. It's a rapid fire thing. Okay, so Nick Pang in the chat says, could expand and say as a human we want to contribute to live hence another reason for the future.
Oh, for the future.
So
Josh.
I think that means
He's on my side. Yeah,
on
yeah.
your side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay, if there's no one that is gonna vote, then moderator votes. And,
What does the moderator say?
and the moderator says Jin wins this one.
Oh no! I don't want to-
Yes, come on.
Oh, no, now we're tied.
Easy.
Oh, okay, Nick Pang says Jin as well. So 3-2, okay? Jin
Yeah.
3, Josh 2.
Jeez.
All right.
But the next one is very important because the next game we're gonna do rapid fire questions. And the questions are not on the screen, only I know the questions
Oh.
and the
So,
answers.
yeah. How long do we have, Joy? Like 2 minutes?
You guys have 2 minutes.
Oh, is it 1 minute each? Sorry.
So-
So this is not a debate now. This is just like.
Nope,
answering.
it's if
like
you
a
have
trivia.
knowledge of the world, it would help.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So,
So-
do we have 1 minute or 2 minutes to answer these questions?
You have basically throughout the 2 minutes, I will keep asking questions. I'll ask it one by
Oh,
one.
2
The
minutes.
first person to answer each question correctly will get a point.
So we just shout it out.
Yeah, I just shout it out, but
Also, this one could be
I mean,
No,
Jen,
no,
me and you geoguessr every day in
we should
class.
we should have a buzzer sound.
a buzzer. Okay. I guess tap the table. We have budget.
Okay, fine. We have budget. Okay.
Or we just put hands up. Okay, maybe.
Okay, maybe just
Maybe not.
tap the table. You know.
Alright, so every time we have okay.
Okay. Are we ready?
Wait, in just 2 minutes.
Yeah, in
Wait,
2 minutes I'll fire questions, and if we need more, I'll fire more.
So after each question, we can just tap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or should,
If I'm saying it halfway, you can tap already.
or should we do it in a how about this structure where you ask me for 2 minutes straight, then you ask Josh for 2 minutes?
No,
straight?
no, it's gonna be a 1v1.
We do have a time constraint. That's
Okay,
why, yeah.
1v1.
So I'm so sorry. It's gonna be a 1v1.
1v1.
I would want to do that.
This is
but
gonna
I
be.
can't.
This is gonna be. Okay, there we go.
Okay, ready? And we're starting. Okay, I'll put it at 2 minutes.
Oh, no,
5
Josh. I
seconds.
don't know what questions they're gonna
We're
ask.
geoguessers.
Okay, start
so we
ready,
have
okay?
Oh no.
The sun is the star. True or false?
to. True.
Jin first.
True.
Oh,
True. Okay, 1 point.
I screened it. Sorry.
yeah.
Next one. What's the capital of Thailand?
Bangkok. Oh.
Okay, correct. Jin.
Josh.
Josh got it. Josh got it.
You gotta stop saying
Okay,
that.
next one. True or false? Bats are blind. Josh.
Fall. True. True. True.
He said false.
Wrong.
True.
No point.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
Damn.
Point goes to Jin. By the way.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Okay. What's the largest planet in our solar system? Jin.
Saturn.
Wrong. Point goes to Josh. It is...
Saturn.
No, it's Jupiter.
Oh shit, I said wrong. Oh my god,
Okay.
Jupiter. How could I be?
Humans have 4 lungs. I think that was Josh first.
False.
Yeah. How you took so... yeah.
Oh, I can't
I was like overthinking.
Okay. What animal is known as the king of the jungle? Oh, Jin?
Lion.
Correct. True or
Jeez.
false? Water is made of hydrogen and oxygen. Jin.
True.
Okay.
Hey,
That's
Josh.
Jin.
Oh my god.
Okay. What's the national flower of Japan?
Oh,
Josh.
I don't know this. Oh wait, I think I know.
Actually, honestly, I don't
Wait,
know.
I think I know.
Try. 3,
I
2.
think-
Japanese bungaraya.
Wrong.
Yeah, I think I know. I know.
Jin got the point. He answered wrongly, so
Is
you
it
get
Sakura?
it. Yeah, it's Sakura.
Ah.
Wow.
True or false? Penguins can fly.
False.
They can, no?
The
What?
answer is false.
Oh, they can't.
Correct. Josh gets the point.
Damn.
What's the fastest land animal?
Oh,
Josh.
damn.
Cheetah.
Cheetah. Oh, okay, cheetah. Yep. Josh is
Oh,
correct.
Jin.
Oh no.
Okay. Goldfish only have a 3-second memory. Oh, Jin.
Yes, true.
Wrong.
What?
False.
How does it? 5 seconds?
They can remember things for months. It's a common misconception. So, Josh gets the point.
Okay.
What fruit has its seeds on the outside? Josh.
You don't even know this, John. I think you just said it.
3.
Watermelon.
Wrong. Who
Oh
gets
my
the
god.
point? The answer is strawberry watermelon.
Watermelon.
I had to say something.
Okay, and time is up.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Watermelon.
Watermelon. What?
Jin, you got the goldfish one wrong.
What? I didn't know.
Okay.
I thought I heard of it before. But
Nah,
it's a
actually,
misconception.
outside.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jin has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Alright,
6. 6 plus 3, 9 points in total so far in the game. And Josh has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points in
Oh
the
my
game.
god.
So
So-
it means
Close
I...
one.
No, there is a twist.
There's a twist.
Ooh.
What?
So I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Again, tap is a rapid fire question. And this one will have 3 points. It's gonna
Whoa.
make or break the game. Okay,
Damn.
it's gonna be a difficult one.
Ooh.
Oh
Okay.
my.
Okay. Are you guys?
I think I feel like Josh is gonna tap without answering.
Is it the
Okay.
same structure? If we get it wrong, the person will get the point, or is it you only get a point?
Either way, if you get or don't get, there is a winner.
I think we both
Okay,
should. No,
okay.
no, I think if you don't get it, I have to get the answer as well. I think it's
Okay.
only fair.
Okay, this is a difficult one.
This is
Okay.
a fair man here.
Yeah.
What is the only country in the world whose flag is not rectangle or square?
Easy.
What's yours?
Nepal.
He won.
Oh, I
Come
knew it was
on.
Nepal.
You're
Yeah,
gonna win
come
anyways. So Jin
Come
gets 3
on.
points in total.
Oh no.
Jin is to Josh, 12
Yes,
to 8.
come on, 12-8,
All right, what?
Victory for Sun4U.
Victory speech. You have a 30 seconds.
Oh my god, I want to thank my
30
I want to thank my parents, thank my family for supporting me all this time, my friends, my fellow Sun4U radio mates. We did this together. There is no victory without us. Josh, commiserations,
Oh
my
my
friend.
God.
You did well today,
Oh
but
my god.
the superior person. No, not
Sunway
superior.
Radio won.
Hey,
But su-
sportsmanship.
Yeah, but no, as in a good game, Josh. You know, maybe we
Yeah,
should
GG.
do this
Oh,
again.
Jin.
yeah.
So you're
guys.
focusing on your legacy now?
What?
Oh, whoa.
Well, it
Alright.
may be, Josh. Maybe. you
So
know.
this was fun, guys. I think we should do this more, maybe in a more structured way and more time. to
maybe,
prepare.
maybe more structure.
Yeah, next time we'll have it on the screen, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
Or maybe a buzzer or something. Or
yeah,
like
I
a
think
bell.
we'll buy a
Ding.
buzzer or a bell.
buzzer. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you, Josh, for coming on our show.
Thank you guys
thank
for the
you.
invitation.
How many
for
times do you come?
coming.
It's the third time.
Third time.
Please, you.
More.
We'll make it at least 8 times.
Yeah, 8 times.
Ooh.
Well, we wish you the best in anything that you do moving forward. You know, going back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, come back to our show. So to our listeners, remember that everyone has a story to tell. Today we had many stories to tell.
Yes.
And questions as well and answers. Well, that means guys, don't think that you are worth any less than anyone else. So even Jin, the radio host himself,
Of
won
course, of
today.
course. Yeah, but I'm humble in victory and
humble in
defeat.
victory.
Yes.
Humble
That's a
man.
lesson today, guys. Be humble in victory.
Yes.
So everyone, you are listening to Fillet O Friday on Sun4U Radio. Stay tuned for more after this break.
goes till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. Welcome. Welcome to actually the little corner for big thoughts and small thoughts and all the eccentric thoughts in between. I'm your host Carmen, and today, joining us for Fillet O Friday by Sun4U, we have the coolest, friendliest, very busy and pretty girl on campus, Claire.
Hi guys.
So-
My
Sorry,
name's
Claire.
Claire. No worries. My name's Claire. Very happy to be here today with Carmen. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. So, the mid-semester break is starting soon. Do you have any plans for it?
I think my current plan for my mid-semester break is to get as much rest as possible, but also get in time to do my assignments and see what I can improve on, to basically, score well. Yeah,
Valid,
that's the
valid.
plan. And also spend more time with my, loved ones.
Mm-hmm. So, do you have any hobbies like that you do during your, day-to-day life?
Oh, actually, I do really love sports. So one of the things that I do is that I practice judo. As a hobby itself, I used to train, but currently now I'm looking at other sports like frisbee, flag football. Yeah, these are my hobbies, and also quieter like hobbies like reading and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of hobbies actually.
Yeah.
So, when you're carrying out those hobbies, right, do you feel like, wow, I'm so productive today?
Actually, no. When I'm doing something, whether it's a hobby, I feel like I'm not enough. I used to feel that way,
Mm-hmm.
where I feel like I have to be good at everything. Whether it's reading, I have to understand the entire book, or like when I'm playing, frisbee, I have to be the one that is like scoring the goal. But these days, I feel that I've slowly shifted the mindset into thinking that, okay, if I have a hobby, let's just take this as something, to chill out, to relax. and it's a ground for me to actually learn and recharge myself. So yeah, not so much on focusing on how and why I'm doing a hobby, but just trying out things.
So would you consider that to be like the standard of what being productive means to you?
I would say yes. As I grow older, wow, I'm
Mhm.
so old. As I grow older, and I'm in my final year now, yeah, I slowly see hobbies as something we can recharge,
Mhm.
we can learn, and we
Mhm.
can chill out. We don't have to always be, high alert.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that shift in mindset is a really good mindset because it's like dangerous to always like want to be the best in a way.
Yeah.
Like it's motivational, but it gets to a point where you might even like face burnout, right?
Yeah, it gets really tiring at one point where I think most people don't highlight that being highly competitive and productive can be toxic as well.
Mhm.
Because we tend to think that, oh, if we want to do our best all the time, it's a great thing. Yeah, of course, everybody wants to give their best. But what if you're not feeling your best and you're actually diminishing, your mental health itself?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So whenever you're like doing any hobbies or anything you consider productive, right? Do you
Mhm.
ever feel guilty that you're not completing your student responsibilities like assignments? Because that's only 24 hours in a day, right? You can't split yourself to be in two places at once.
I used to tell my friend, I wish I'm Naruto. So I can actually split myself doing things that I love and like want and need. Yeah, at this one point, I actually had like way too many hobbies, including my like normal routine, I guess. I used to
Mhm.
train, study, and work. At one point in my time, I think I was so focused in my hobby. One of my hobbies was judo, right?
Mhm.
I was so focused on doing judo that I'm not even in when I'm in class, I don't feel present at all. I just look forward to do my hobbies, which sort of, led me to not excel so well in my academics as well. And it was a wake up call. It was a wake up call when I saw the CGPA. And
It
then
was a
like,
rough wake up call, huh?
Yeah.
But in a way, I can relate to that, and I think it's sort of like a core experience for every student out there.
Mhm.
But here's the focus for today. So, since we're students that juggle responsibilities, hobbies, sports, and staying sane, what actually counts as being productive when there are impending deadlines and tests? For today, we'll dive into those messy, overthinking filled moments where we have to choose between what you need to get done versus what you want to get done. So, time to explore the gray area between being a responsible student and keeping your life and maybe even your dreams balanced. So, Claire, which one
Yes.
makes you feel more productive? Making a to-do list with 10 tiny tasks or just spending that time that you were planning to just start the task?
I'm the type of person where I I switch. So I used to do like to-do lists,
Mhm.
and it will only last me for 3 days. And then I do a lot of mental lists. Like mentally, I know what I'm doing,
Mhm.
but I tend to forget as well.
Mm.
So at that energetic point of time where
Mhm.
I finish everything as much as possible.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm an overloader. I'm a
Mhm.
workaholic as well. So yeah, I'm the type where if I have this gap, okay, let's finish this right now. Yeah.
Okay, so you're just like, I need to get this done as
Yeah.
soon as possible.
ASAP.
Ah.
Everything is urgent and important. It's not urgent, not very important. No, it's everything is urgent and important for me. Yeah.
Okay. So when you're like doing chores like laundry or cooking, would you rather like mentally prepare to do that and like the work that you have to do, or force yourself to finish an assignment before you can even eat a meal?
I would say that I'm the type. I'm definitely if you ask my mom,
Mhm.
I'm big in doing other things while thinking of my assignment mentally.
Mhm.
So as I'm thinking about my assignment,
Mhm.
I actually clean out my wardrobe. I wash the toilet. I do a bunch of things because instead of sitting down there and forcing yourself to do something where you have no way, why not just do something else to inspire you or like keep your mind going?
Mhm.
I can't be sitting down there and be like, oh, I have no idea what I'm doing, but okay, let's just do it. No, I'm not that type.
I think
Yeah.
that's very good.
Yeah. For me, it's like even now,
Mhm.
yesterday I was rushing for an assignment where for weeks I sort of was thinking on how to come up with the script, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and finally when I sit down, I just took like 3 hours to
Mhm.
finish it, and then it was ASAP. Yeah, submit. Yeah.
That's great, actually.
Thank you.
So, if you had to, because you mentioned you did judo in the past, right?
Yeah.
So, if you had to skip out on judo practice to get enough rest before an exam, or skip a study session with your friends to go to practice, which would you do?
Definitely skip a study session because
Mm.
I'm the kind of kid where no judo, no life. It was me back then. It
Ah.
was if I didn't finish my routine
Mm-hmm.
to go training itself,
Mm-hmm.
I would never feel complete.
Mm.
Yeah. For me, studying, it's like you can do it anytime. Well, don't take my advice, by the way. Everybody is different, but at that
Mhm.
point of time, yeah, for me it's that way. Even until now, like if I stopped training due to an injury,
Mm-hmm.
I still like find time to do exercise, to go out, because if I don't feel like studying and I'm sitting down there with a bunch of friends, there's no studying anymore. It's called chatting with your friends, keeping up with gossip and tea.
That's so true.
I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I can really tell that you were like a very active kid growing up.
No, hyperactive, but not really active. Not active in sports, but like hyperactive.
Mm. Okay, so this is your last semester before your internship, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So if you had to like split your time, would you
Mhm.
rather be working on your resume and experiences or working on your current assignments?
I would say I'm currently doing both
Mm-hmm.
in that sense, but have I sent out my resume to companies yet? Not really, but yeah. Hopefully they're hearing this. Hi, I need an internship.
Reach out to Claire.
Yeah, I need an internship ASAP. It's happening. It's like around September. But yeah, I try to balance out both and not just focusing on my resume and whatnot, because I believe that academics is also very important. It's one way to also prove to people that you're able to get the work done
Mm-hmm.
above in an average or maybe above average consistency.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What
I'll
if
say
you,
both.
what if you have like a 1 hour time span, and in that 1 hour time span you either have to work on your resume and send it out, or finish an assignment before the deadline?
Or finish an assignment. What
Mm.
comes easier first? And internship is much more scary, right? You don't know what to
Mhm.
expect. Who is gonna get your resume?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fair. Because my internship is in like 2 more semesters, so like I can chill a bit, but yeah, I sort of have
Enjoy
the
your
same
time
worry
in
as you.
uni. Enjoy.
Mm.
Capitalism is way
Whoa.
way harder, guys.
Okay, so I think productivity is a little bit subjective, and people may have different personal standards for what it is to be productive. So if anybody ever catches themselves asking, wait, did I just do something as self care, or is it considered procrastination? Remember that productivity isn't a one size fits all thing, right, Claire?
Yes, productivity is very different to different people, and do not feel bad when you are like quote unquote procrastinating. You have to identify why you're procrastinating. Are you lazy at that point, or are you low on energy? Just everybody's different.
Mm-hmm. So whether you've crushed your assignments or nailed a hobby project or even just made it through the day, as long as you're moving forward in a way, I hope you give yourself a pat on the back and tell yourself that you did well. You did well, Claire.
Thank you, Carmen.
Also, to all the Sunway University students, enjoy the upcoming mid-semester break, and while being productive is important, do remember to take a break too. Remember, do what actually makes you feel productive, not just what looks productive on paper. That's it for this week's actually. Thank you, Claire, for joining me this week. As for those listening, thank you for tuning in. I wish you all a great upcoming weekend. You're listening to our Friday show, Fillet O Friday from Sun4U. Stay tuned for the next segment. See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
too high, too high.
That's mic.
She got a body like a goddess, and she talks so sweet. It's like I can't believe I'm the one that she wanted. And if I'm really being honest, I know I could be everything she needs if she let me get on it. Yeah. So come here, baby, listen close, hold me tight, don't let me go. Girl, you know that I'ma want you all my life. But I got so much left to do, except for falling in love with you. So I'ma let you keep me up another time. But please don't stay the night. Don't try to change my mind. Baby, please don't stay the night. I must do what's right. Don't make me ask you twice. Ooh, don't stay the night. Don't try to turn it to a fight. You know I love you by my side. Just don't stay the night. Right. I'm done being polite. Oh, don't stay the night. She'll always find a way around it. I thought she'd be gone, but when I woke up in the morning, she was laying beside me. She know when she wanted. I can never turn her down. Oh, I probably should have kicked her out by now. But you're the finest of them all. Make me lose my self-control. All I wanna do is make you feel alright. You drive me crazy, turn me on, and that's the reason I'ma let you go. Cause you and I both know that we can't keep it quiet. So please don't stay the night. Don't try to change my mind. Please don't stay the night. Right. Don't make me ask you twice. Oh, don't stay the night. Don't try to turn it to a fight. You know I love you by my side. Just don't stay the night. Must do what's right. I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee?
Hello, Sunwayans. Welcome back to another segment of Sunway Profiles. My name is Claire, and for your host today, my name is Claire, and I'm your host today. So, in the previous episodes, Sunway Profiles have been replaced by Joy, which is amazing because I was sick and I was off and I needed leave. So, currently, I'm currently back. So, I'm having a very talented and very, very special guest today here with us under FASS, which is Faculty of Arts and Social Science. We have Mr. Sel, who is our lecturer under the CMAT faculty, I would say. Yeah, so Mr. Sel, would you like to introduce yourself?
Mr. Del,
Mr. Del, sorry.
Yes, my name is Del. My full name is Delvinder Singh, but you can call me Del. I currently teach in the CMAT program, which is the Contemporary Music Audio Technology program we have here at Sunway University.
Oh my god, I've messed up the first section. So, give you guys a little backstory. I was gonna interview Mr. Sel and Mr. Del, both of them together. But Mr. Sel is currently sick, so Mr. Del have to really come along alone and to actually go on this segment. So before we begin, Mr. Del, I would say, would you mind giving us an introduction of how you actually come into this industry itself?
As in audio industry?
Yes, audio engineering industry.
Actually, I feel it started when I was 16, and that's how I basically started when I was 16. I went to a different type of high school. I went to a technical high school, and I basically learned electronics and electrical engineering at 16. And then I had a few friends who played a few instruments back then in my classmates, and then that's how it started, I think.
Was it like when when you hear a bell chime and you're like, oh, audio engineering is my thing?
Something like that. I always wanted to know that how do albums get made? And whenever I bought an album last time back in the day, I used to open and then read the booklet inside.
Mm-hmm.
At the end would have credits. And
But
then
that is very rare though. A lot of people, when they buy an album,
Yeah.
they just listen and chuck the entire thing like at the back of their wardrobe or something.
No, but it was cool because it had lyrics, then it had some pictures of the bands, and then some stories, some snippets. It was back before when social media all started, so that's the only way you can find out info, or one of the ways. So at the end, there would be like credits, who was the guitar player of the band, and then I always wondered, what does a recording engineer do? What does a mixing engineer do? I thought these were professions that can't be studied.
Wow.
It was just like you have to know it or passed on. But actually there were courses about it, and that's how it started.
But thinking back on how you actually have this curiosity, it's actually really interesting to see, because I don't think many of us, when we listen to a music, we're like, oh, where is this? How does this work? How long does it take? And who is the one is being involved behind this music? Because most people, when they listen to something, they'll be like, oh, it's just sung by this singer and done, finish. So it's very rare to actually listen to somebody and say, oh, when I was young, I have this curiosity of how music is made behind doors.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
that was different. But I do still like the bands, but just side interests.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so was there you've been working, how long have you been working as an audio engineer, like so far?
I think I started when I was 19. Right now, I think about 13, 14 years.
13, 14 years.
Yeah.
So throughout the 13, 14 years, I would say that you would have a lot of projects that were considered memorable and also very challenging, that you think that have challenged you as an audio engineer. So what is one of the most challenging and memorable things that you have worked, a project that you actually can remember?
I actually remember this project very well because I learned a lot what worked and what didn't work. It was a local film released in 2018 called Police Evo 2. It was kind of a big success, the first one, because it came out, I forgot when, sorry. It came out then, and it was sort of like a Bad Boys themed movie. So one guy was a serious character, the other one a playful one. And it came out and it did really well. And then quite some time later, they revived the film series. Not that long, but like 3-4 years later, then Police Evo 2 came. And then it was the first action movie that me and Mr. Sel worked on, and a few others, where I had to do all the gunshots, all the gun fight sounds, and a lot of action sounds basically. And that challenged me a lot because I've not done any gun sort of scenes before. I had to do a lot of research, a lot of study, watch a lot of films, analyze, break it down. And that was very, very challenging. I think at the end of the day, I placed like close to 800 or 1,000 gunshots in the entire film. So it made me, like, after working on it, appreciate action movies a lot more because it's a lot of work.
So do you think that working for a local film actually, sort of connect you more with appreciating the local industry, especially like the film and like the music industry itself?
The film, yes. I always liked the local film industry because right now I think it's going through a lot of big changes. Like back then, they always used to be just two genres of film, where it's a funny movie, comedy, or just like a scary horror movie. Right now, you see a lot of different type of films genre coming out, like the one which just came out, Blood Brothers, I think it's called. I watched it, it's really good. Had a lot of twists and turns in the movie, and then a few more before also. It's starting to change a lot, which is really good.
I think the shift in local movies has actually shifted, like you mentioned, but also like the sounds itself are very different compared to last time, right? Even
Yes.
if like the diversity of the film is also very different, where we can actually see different races, I would say, and different angles rather than, action or horror.
Yes.
We're actually known to do that. Yes.
Yeah, now the genre is sort of opening up a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah. So throughout your 13 to 14 years of experience, what made you actually take the shift, take the challenge to actually come to teach at Sunway University?
This is a good question. When I was working in the studio before, there used to be a lot of interns that come and go, and the interns come from all different unis, and then everyone had a different background. Even though they come from different unis, all the students, they intern. So we would take some interns under our wing and sort of train them for the 3 months that they were there. And so subconsciously, I was already doing teaching then. And then in 2023, when I stopped working at the studio because I wanted to do more freelance audio work, an opportunity presented itself to work here, where then I joined as a part-time member of staff in 2023. And then a few years later, now when I completed my master's just early this year, then I joined. Yes, early this year. Actually, no, I finished it last year, August, but it took some time to get the completion letter. So I just got it this year, March. Then I joined as full-time.
Wow. So like do you think that there's like the difference between work in the industry and teaching? Do you think that there's a huge gap in between?
Hopefully not anymore because I'm here, but no, I'm kidding. But hopefully, no. I think it was very good experience when I was when I was still working, because all the students come from different university, different schools. So I sort of saw what they lacked in each and every. Not to pinpoint that they were bad, but just saw what they lacked and what they need to improve on. So I took all that valuable information and then made it into a few courses here, and try to plug those gaps as I can, to help better prepare them when they go for the internship the third year. So hopefully that's been good so far, I think.
Wow. So how do you, like you say you want to teach and you're good, and you're from your perspective of different unis coming in when you were working in the industry, you were actually overlooking of what they lacked and what they don't lack at. So how do you actually bring the real life experience into the classroom itself?
This is a good question. I try a lot to drop as much technicality in the teaching, even though it's important, but I focus more on creativity. So instead of me telling them, oh, you got to use this software, we're going to learn this for next 6 weeks, I present creative challenges that make you learn the software. So example would be, if I give you an apple and I tell you to cut it in half, you then have to think, how do I cut it in half?
Wow.
Rather than me telling you, okay, take the knife now.
Even an apple?
No, I mean just an example of a theory. Just an example of a theory.
Okay.
Rather than me showing you how to cut an apple,
Uh-huh.
I present you with a creative challenge. Okay, you have a knife, you have a this. How do you cut it now?
No.
So I present creative challenges that makes you learn the software inside doing all that.
Do you think your students enjoy that kind of challenge?
I think so far. So far it's been going well because I've not been getting questions about software. It's all about creativity, like, oh, how do I make this sound better? How do I change that? Instead of me, oh, why when I click this button there's no sound? Yeah.
That means you do have great students lah who want to learn.
Yeah,
They're
hopefully.
Like, how can I make this better? How
Yeah.
can I actually be in the industry that you're at?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a lot of creative questions instead of like technical questions.
Wow, I see. So nowadays, like, okay, for students wise, you don't actually promote the kind of software or like sounds or whatever. My question to you is because today, right, we have so many AI
Okay.
tools and also TikTok trends that are actually like, you know, super trendy and whatnot. Do you encourage people to pick something that is on the high trend, or like do you encourage people to pick something like, oh, you have to really sit back and see which audio fits in?
In terms of music or
In
film?
terms of films and music as well, I would say. Like
The first
both in
question was
general.
about AI.
Yeah, AI. Using the AI tool, do you
Uh-huh.
encourage people to actually use AI software for you know, using for your assignment in films and in music?
Mhm.
And the second one is that do you encourage students to actually pick trendy music or even trendy noises in their films and their music?
The first question about AI is always a big challenge to answer because there's a big thing going on right now and
Yeah.
everyone's sort of afraid for their careers. I would say it's a valid point, but I feel the main difference between AI and right now what we're doing is taste. Taste is very hard to emulate. Like
Wow.
you would go to somewhere
Uh-huh.
for a particular taste.
Mm-hmm.
Let's assume like if you want to have a good burger,
Mm-hmm.
you will go to McDonald's. If you want to have good fried chicken, you go to KFC.
Yeah.
So that taste, I feel, is in people also. So you would go to Mr. Cell, or I want to record good drums, I go to Mr. Cell, or I want good guitar tones, I go to Dell, so on, so on, so on. So I feel it's hard to sort of beat the taste in people rather than AI. AI gives you very flatless one, I feel. In terms of AI in film, especially with sound effects, sound design, is really difficult. I think AI would probably try and go against music first, but to go against film like post-production, sound design, music is quite difficult because in certain scenes you need like build-up of music
Mm-hmm.
and you need to learn how to compose. I think AI cannot do that yet. It can't like punctuate certain scenes for you.
So do you think that people use AI lack taste?
Not to say lack taste. I feel they just want answers really fast.
Uh-huh.
I feel that's the problem now. They don't want to go through the self-exploration. They just want like tell me how to do it now. Yeah.
Fair enough. I had an assignment I just
Mhm.
submitted, and yeah, I used AI as well. So like I
Ah.
kind of feel attacked in some ways, but yeah, self-exploration takes like time.
Yes.
Yeah, but when there's an assignment on the spot, it's like, oh, you want this done. So it's very different, I would say. But yeah, it's very good that you mentioned about taste.
Yes.
Yeah, having taste. Wow. So my one last question is, do you have any upcoming projects that are either academic or like personal that you are, you know, currently working on?
Right now, there's one research project that I'm helping with Sunway University under Dr. Patricia. And I don't know if I can talk about it a lot, but I just say it's getting on really well. We just started it. Actually, I just came from a session also from it, and it's
Mhm.
going really well. I really like it. It's got to do with a lot of Malaysian heritage and culture, which I like. And personal level, I feel I want to try and release a textbook or something down the line soon,
Oh.
based on my own skills and what I've been teaching. So far, I've been receiving good feedback from the students and also my friends. So maybe I can try writing a textbook on my own. Yeah, but that's a long-term plan.
Get that textbook, guys. Remember, mark your date or whatsoever.
Yeah.
Follow him on all your social media pages. What's your social media, by the way? Do you want to
Just my
tell?
name. Just my name. Yeah.
Okay. So before we end, I actually have a game for you, like I mentioned before we start this segment
Yeah.
outside. Okay. It's called Mimic the Sound.
Oh, okay.
So you mentioned about how you appreciate gunshot sounds where you know, practiced it around and then released it for around 800 to 1,000 times for the Police Evo 2. So the first sound I'm gonna ask you to make. So how it goes is I'm gonna say something, and you're gonna create that sound.
Mimic the sound.
Mimic
okay.
the sound. So is that clear?
Yes. Hopefully, I think I'll do well. Let's see.
Okay. So the first one is give me a sound of a baby crying.
Baby crying is one of the most annoying sounds I think of all time. I think most of the time it just goes wah wah. Yeah.
Do you think that's qualified for movies?
No,
Wah.
definitely not. Maybe your monster sound you can, but no.
Okay. So the next one we have is, can you mimic the sound of a motorcycle?
Oh, that's quite difficult because of the revs.
Yeah.
Maybe can we do next? Pass this
Okay,
one.
okay,
This
I'll
was
pass
quite
this.
difficult to do this.
Give me a sound of a phone vibration.
That's quite easy.
Oh, I thought that was hard because compared to motor, it's like
Yeah.
but phone is like Okay, okay. So okay, the last one is, can you give me a sound of a gunshot?
A typical gunshot.
Yes, a typical gunshot.
A shotgun gunshot.
Yeah, anything that's like
Anything.
sounds like a gun.
Let me think. Typical gunshot would just be toof, toof. I kind of like sci-fi gunshots a lot.
Can I hear that sci-fi?
Toof, toof.
So if you put that on repeat in the movies, it would be very different, right?
I think it's quite good because my voice naturally is quite low.
Wow.
So it'd be good to be like a very bass layer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all we have for this segment on Sunway Profile with Mr. Dell.
Yes.
And please do follow him. Do you want to say your full name, Mr. Dell?
Delvinder, yes.
Delwinder. Okay. So we can follow him on his LinkedIn and other social media pages. So that's all we have today for Sunway Profiles. Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook, as well as if we have a TikTok. So please follow us on Sun4U Radio, and please stay tuned for the next segment. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoy it. So yeah, thank you. Okay.
Oh, we done. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you
so
very much. It's nice.
Bates, your favorite spot for student drama, academic chaos, and everything in between. I'm Jay here, and today we are talking about something that unites every student in pure, sweaty fear. Presentations, or as I like to call them, the reason my soul temporarily leaves my body once a semester. You know the drill. You just reach home, you reach the class when you're in formals, when the lecturer drops the bomb. Alright, let's start the representations. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are well full of cue cards, and you know regret writing in Comic Sans. And the worst part, it's not even the actual speaking. Oh no, it's the countdown. You are the fifth in line. You can't hear anyone else speech because your inner monologue is screaming. What's my first slide? Do I smile? What if the clicker betrays me? Let's talk about the PowerPoint for a second, or Canva, because nothing says professional like an animation that makes your bullet points fly in like fighter jets. Bonus points if the transition sound effects make your lecturer visibly flinch. As you can see, my graph, whoosh, pow, bang, and there goes my grade. And of course, there's the all-time classic, forgetting everything you practiced the night before. You rehearsed 20 times, even in the shower. But the moment you face the class, poof, gone. Your brain turns into a blank Google Doc, PowerPoint slide, Canva slide, you name it. And don't get to start me with the Q&A session, because there's always this one classmate, incredibly intelligent, who is ready with questions. Interesting presentation, but what do you think you could make it better? Or what's your take on this topic? Well, my take, I want to take my seat and I hope no one ever calls me again. But hey, presentation stress is a rite of passage. It's the academic version of a roller coaster. Terrifying, full of awkward photos, and at the end, you're just happy because you survived. So, whether you are a presentation pro or someone who pretends the slides isn't working or logging into a Gmail account to access your slides just to buy the time, we have all been there, and we all came out stronger, or at least with a funny story. And guys, that's all for my segment on hallway debates. See you next week and have a great weekend, people. You're listening to Fillet O Friday from Sun4U Official. Stay tuned!
Hi. Welcome back to Behind Closed Tabs and the show where sex education isn't scary, shameful, or stuck in 1998. Yeah, I'm your RJKK here, and we have our ever gorgeous.
Hi guys, I'm Eunice.
Okay, you sound better now.
Yeah.
And
That's so weird.
okay, and
Oh,
today's
my voice is
episode.
back, guys.
Congratulations. Yeah. So, and today's episode is all about that one question that lives rent free in your mind but never makes it into conversation. The episode where we bust myths and normalize what no one wants to ask out loud.
Yes.
What is it, Eunice?
So,
Is it normal if. Yep. Spoiler
Probably.
alert, guys.
yes, probably. And
And-
even if it's not, that doesn't mean it's wrong.
Let's break it down. Alright? So, segment 1. Is it normal if I don't want sex as much as my partner?
Yes. For me, yes.
Yeah, that's a short answer. Yes, it's
Yeah.
fine. Because I think, right, Eunice, sex drive or libido is different for everyone and it changes over time. Like, it's not a fixed thing that for the wanting to have sex kind of urge. So, it's completely fine if you don't have the same sex urge or sex drive as much as your partner.
Yeah, I think it's normal.
Yeah, because
You
there's
agree?
yeah, I agree because there's a statistics here, like according to Kinsey Institute, about 20% of couples experience mismatched libidos at some point. But that doesn't mean that someone's broken or someone is not able to have sex or what.
Yes.
It just means people are different. So it's like 5 different fingers, right? So all are like in different size. Now I'm not talking about the other finger, you know. But yeah.
What
so-
figure are you thinking?
Okay. We'll
Okay.
come out that topic next week though. Yeah.
Okay.
Quite interesting. So yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say here. But what helps Eunice actually?
Okay, so
I don't know. Like, do you have any suggestions on?
for me,
Mhm.
talking about it needs without guilt. Talking about your needs without guilt. You know?
So in sense that you have to go and confront your partner that no, I don't want to have sex right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just tell them lah.
Yeah.
Don't be like,
Shy.
yeah.
And then just adjust or compromising.
Yeah. Please, your
Yeah.
body is your choice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean that's a good fact though. Like, and also I think scheduling intimacy can be sexy. You know, like let's say every
Oh.
Friday night we're gonna have like a Netflix and chill session, and then we're gonna jump into sex. That kind of. No, I mean that's what
It
what's
gives-
happening, right?
It
Yeah.
gives each other the, like you are
The anticipation, the
Yes,
you know the
yes,
heartbeat goes goes
the butterflies.
faster. Yeah, the butterflies and oh, I'm gonna have sex, something like that. But not in that way. Like
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
jokes apart. But yeah, scheduling intimacy is something that you can do to avoid this kind of difference in sexual drive among your
Yes.
partners. So that would increase the anticipation, and maybe we can never say you can have a good session. Yep.
With your partner.
And also sleep and stress can affect libido too, you know. So don't blame it
Yeah.
all on the feelings on like or whatever.
On your partner. lah.
Yeah, it's not about feelings. It's about like your lifestyle, your healthy diet, your sleeping schedule,
Yeah.
your stress management. All this comes into play. Actually, they make a bigger role than the feelings. To be
Yes.
honest, yeah.
So I have a question.
Okay, what question?
So is it normal to make weird noises during sex?
Okay, actually, okay, it might seem funny, but honestly, right, absolutely fine to make weird noises during sex.
Is your like instant reaction?
Yeah, because your bodies do things, you know.
Yeah.
Moaning, it's natural. Quaffing, it's like totally normal. Or you are laughing in mid of sex, that's
Yeah.
actually healthy, you know. You're enjoying the session.
Yeah.
So actually you can do various kind of noises and sound as long as like you know the communication comes again in the part where you don't make your partner feel uncomfortable with the way you know like don't go overboard lah, like you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, in sense that like okay, let's say you're making weird noise and all, right? Okay, and that's gonna like increase the excitement of the sex session. But then like you know like do not fake it. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yes.
Do not fake it. Like if you really don't feel like making noise or moaning or you know
Yeah,
coughing
if
or
you
what,
feel like there's no voice coming out
Then
of
just
your
chill
body,
lah,
then just chill.
yeah, just
really,
enjoy the
really.
process.
Yeah,
settle.
yeah.
But then like yeah, I feel like it's completely fine. Like I think I would like to take back my word lah. Like it's fine to go overboard as well. If let's say you feel like you're
Yes.
doing, you feel like you have to go to certain extent on moaning or what, it's
Yeah.
fine. It's completely fine, as long as
As
you have
long
a
as
soundproof room, lah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Be
Yeah.
considerate. Be considerate. Yeah.
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 So yeah, and talking about something that I've come up with, a study that published in Archives of Sexual Behavior in
Mhm.
2022 actually. They found that vocalization and laughter during intimacy often correlate with comfort and trust between partners. What do you think about this?
Well, I agree actually. If like, if like friends of benefits, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I will like completely trust the other person.
Yeah, actually that culture has been like in the peak at this generation, I would say. Everywhere it's like friends with benefits, situationship, this and that.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not telling it's a wrong thing. What? I mean, it completely depends on how ethical or unethical from people's point of view. But I would say that this comes in the part where the comfort and trust between partners
Yeah.
during the intimacy matters the most. As you said, you said you couldn't trust when some FWB things
Yes,
happening. Right?
yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing actually. And one more important thing I would like to mention here. Let's stop expecting sex to look like a movie scene.
We've mentioned it about it like so many times.
Yeah.
It's not edited, guys. So you are not a CGI. So it's messy and that's beautiful, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Like just embrace the process slowly and steadily, I would say.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. And the third segment of Is It Normal If? Is it normal to cry after sex?
Yes. And
What
it's
do-
called post-coital dysphoria.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So some people, regardless of gender, so
Mm-hmm.
whether you're a girl or boy,
Mm-hmm.
feel a sudden wave of sadness, anxiety, or even guilt after sex.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm starting to losing my voice,
Okay,
guys.
go
I'm
slow.
sorry.
Go slow. Yeah.
Even,
And then we'll have sexy Eunice here.
even if it was consensual
Mhm.
and enjoyable,
Mhm.
it caused by a hormonal drop after oxytocin and dopamine spike
Oh,
during
yeah.
orgasm.
The dopamine spike is the most dangerous filler, to be honest, right? I mean, during orgasm, I understand like the urge to cry after sex. Some might have it naturally, some might have the urge, but it's completely fine, as what Eunice said, right? We call it the postcoital dysphoria, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah. So I
It's
think
normal. I think
yeah, it's a
normal.
very normal thing, and I think that makes the entire environment beautiful, where the emotions plays a bigger part after sex, and you feel like there's like this emotional connection beyond the physical connection.
Yes.
And I've come up with a very interesting statistic, Eunice, actually. Recently I was studying this Queensland University of Technology journal,
Mm-hmm.
where they mentioned that up to 46% of women have experienced at least once in their lifetime about crying after sex. Even men too, even men might be overwhelmed by the sexual intimacy or what. So they might also like drop their tears down. Yep. So aftercare like cuddling, checking in, or just lying together can help a lot actually. Yeah. And yeah, here we have a
We
question.
have a question. So, is it normal if people want to wait until marriage or in a long-term relationship?
It's completely fine. It's completely fine. As I've mentioned earlier, like as Eunice and I have mentioned last week, it is your time, it is your concern, it's your thing. So it is completely fine to wait until marriage. You are not left out from the society. You are not left out anywhere. It is a choice that we all have the freedom to choose upon. What do you think, Eunice?
Yeah, I agree. Whether
Yeah.
you are 20, you are 30, or 40, just
Yeah.
when you feel like it, then just go for it.
Once you're ready, then go for it. And
yeah,
I think our fellow member here mentioned about long-term relationship, right? So long-term relationship is something not easy. It's like extremely tough, I feel. So even if in a long-term relationship, if you wouldn't want to have sex, it's fine. It's completely fine.
yeah.
Like it is normal. It's extremely normal. Like I think lots of them are
Maybe
going
some
through this.
of them
yeah.
have like religious issue.
Yeah.
Some says like you only can have sex after you marry.
You marry, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like there are lots of restrictions goes by because everyone's lifestyle differs.
yeah.
So it's according to how you or what you feel at what point that matters. Yep. I hope that answered your question, buddy. Yep.
Yep.
And segment 4, guys.
Okay, is it normal to not know what I like?
Hmm.
During this exploration journey?
I think right. Yes, it's completely fine. In my opinion, I feel like exploration is part of the journey.
Mhm.
Because if you're unsure about what feels good, it can be either solo or partnered lah. But you're not alone. That's the thing. Sex education rarely teaches about pleasure or self-discovery.
Yes.
So even like proper sex education doesn't comes with this kind of in-depth knowledge, I feel.
Mhm.
So take your time. You have to try solo exploration. You can use toys or what. It's up to you actually.
yeah.
But make sure you are safe. Okay, all right. Don't get any diseases or what. Yeah,
yes,
but
yes,
yeah.
yes, guys.
you agree with that, right?
Yeah, I agree.
and,
I
and
agree.
and exactly, read, watch, or talk to people you trust. Just have an open heart-to-heart conversation with people that you trust. Like, I have this kind of thing and all.
Mm.
Because as I've mentioned earlier, like even Eunice mentioned, I think the week before last week, your body's not a machine with instructions. You are allowed to learn
Yes.
slowly, curiously, without pressure.
It's an exploration.
Yeah,
guys.
without
Think of
pressure.
it as like a fun thing.
Exactly. And
Okay, I have a question.
yeah.
So I'm curious.
Mhm.
Is it true that boys think about sex all the time?
90% yes.
Also, it's true.
I mean, I wouldn't say all the time.
You
Yeah.
represent the boy. I represent the girl.
Okay, if let's say
Okay.
if I'm a guy and I
Mhm.
have nothing to do and I'm just like being idle on the day,
Okay.
obviously there would be sex running in my mind.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know what I mean? Unless that boy is like busy or truly investing his time into something, he will be fully focused on that particular thing. Unless, like, if he's free or if there's nothing to do, he's idle, he's just laying on his bed and all,
He will
definitely
be
sex.
thinking,
101%, yeah. I think all the boys agree with me, right, boys? Yeah.
why?
So I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, that's how nature like has created us, I believe. Like, and that is how like boys has been structured, I believe. Like we think because this is a very good example I would like to share with you. So the example is like if a girl, right, if she wants like all these materialistic stuff, she'll be happy, she'll be satisfied.
Mhm.
Or even getting her some food, good food, she'll be satisfied. But as a guy, right, like I'm not representing all the boys, but just based on my personal experience,
yeah.
I feel like as a boy, you will, even though you are materialistically successful or what, right, the only urge that you want all the time is sex, like a good sex session.
Wow.
I mean, yeah,
I see.
horniness is for both genders. Both of the
Yeah,
genders are
yeah,
horny,
yeah.
equally horny, I guess. But yeah, that's why even the pornography addiction that I was talking, like I think on the first episode,
Yeah.
boys as like holding a larger percentage than girls.
Wow.
So yeah. So I have a question to you.
Okay.
Do girls actually care about size?
I don't think so, really. I don't think size matters.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
think as long as it's a good session,
Yes, as long as
Yeah.
a good session.
satisfying, like extreme pleasurable, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think girls care about size.
Okay, then that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Next question is.
Do you have another question? Okay, right.
Yeah.
Throw
Okay.
it, throw
Last
it up.
question.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
No, go ahead. Like we have time. Yeah. Just go
Okay.
ahead.
So, can a boy run out of sperm?
No, that's a myth. Scientifically, sperms are regenerative every 24 hours, if I'm not mistaken. I will check on the fact for you guys. But we won't run out of sperms. Maybe the quality of sperms might reduce because let's say in a whole day, you are, for example, masturbating 5 times in a row. The first time, your cum would be thicker, and you might have a high concentration or condensity of the sperm in your cum. But during the 5th time of the masturbation, you will find it watery, where the thickness of the cum kind of explains like those are just cum, but not sperms actually. Like I mean, reduced number of sperms, because in every drops of cum there are like millions of sperms going on. Yep. So that's like definitely boys don't run out of sperms.
Okay. Thank you for.
Yep.
Thank you for your answer.
Thank you. And one last question, like just do girls fake orgasms?
For me, I don't think. I think sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Okay. That I can understand. All right. Okay, we'll talk about orgasms next week in detail. That's why I just give a lead out. Okay, so guys, before wrapping up, right? Catch this episode and others on Sun4U official YouTube, and remember, the more we talk, the less awkward it gets. So ask us anonymously, DM us at Sun4U official on our Instagram handle, or at KK the Swag on my Instagram handle as well.
Yeah,
So-
or you also can find us at level 9.
Yep,
radio
and
room.
yeah, you can also go for the Sunway University's counseling and all. And this is Behind Closed Tabs, and today we talked about what makes you feel weird because normal is way more flexible than you think.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Stay tuned, guys, and signing off, your RJKK, and
I'm Eunice.
alright, bye bye.
guys.
See you all. Alright.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out.
You're listening to Fillet O Friday here on Sun4U. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Gin for You, the show where facts are fun, knowledge is ever present, and any and all questions are welcome. So put your brain caps and warm up. Put your brain caps on and warm up your seats because it's time for trivia.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yes.
said this word.
Yeah. Today we have a special guest. His name is Liang. You
Hello,
remember
hello,
him
I'm
from last
Liang.
week. Yeah. Normally Eunice would do this, but today she's very sick apparently. So so we put her on break for
It's
this
okay,
week.
it's okay. I think I'm better.
Maybe some people might think so. So anyway, today's episode we're gonna be taking a trip to the mysterious world of space. Ooh. Also known as our
mysterious.
universe, but yes, the mysterious. Yes.
Yeah, I like universe.
So Liang, what do you know of space?
I know a lot of things. Newton, you know Newton?
Oh yeah, it teaches a lot of things, correct? Yeah.
Yes. The law of force.
Ooh, a lot of okay, but fear not, Liang. Today, that's why I'm here today is to sort of give you give you some fun facts about space. So are you ready, Liang?
Yeah, I'm ready to learn.
Ready to learn? All right.
Yes.
So here's the first one. I think this is quite interesting. So obviously space is, I think we know very little. It's like I know scientists say that they know more about space than the ocean, but that's just not true. I think the the universe is so big and wide that it's even more unpredictable than our own oceans. At least the oceans we'll eventually find out. The space, I feel like you'll never find out. Sometimes.
Yeah, people say space is unlimited.
Yeah. Well, that's the theory anyway. We don't know.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
don't
thing.
know.
We don't know. So, but here's the first one, Liang. Did you know that all the planets in our solar system can fit between the Earth and the Moon?
What?
Yeah. So the distance between from Earth and the Moon is about 400,000 kilometers. But scientists says you can actually fit every single planet in between us. That's kind of crazy if you ask me.
Oh, I never thought.
Yeah.
It's that far.
Yeah, because given the size of planets like Jupiter, which is the biggest planet in our solar system, you would think, how is that possible? But I guess a planet size in diameter is actually not maybe that, how do you say, long or across maybe.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah, and to be fair, Venus and Mercury, they're quite small. I think they're smaller than Earth, so they're not the biggest planets. One Neptune or Uranus is like made of gas. I think Uranus is made of gas, so it's nothing. So maybe it is possible, But yeah, that's an interesting one. Eh?
Yeah.
All right, so here's the next one. I mean, this one is a bit more would make you think about your perspective a bit more. The Earth is 4.54 billion years old.
4 billion.
4.54 billion.
How many in billions?
7?
Wow, okay.
Yeah. It's not 7?
More than 7. Around that. Yeah, it's a lot.
Is it not no, yeah, 1 million only got 6. Oh, sorry, it's like 9.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
9.
Or 10, is it?
How many zeros? It's 9.
Wow.
It's 9 zeros. Okay, sorry, not 7, please. I knew that. I was just testing Liang.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tested me. Okay.
No, but here's the crazier part. 4.54 billion years old, but humans have only existed for about 300,000 years, which is about 0.0066% of the Earth age.
0.006.
Yeah, that's crazy that we've only been here for so little. Wow, like compared to the age of the Earth, right? It took us so long just to, get to where we are today.
And we only spent a few times to, ruin it.
Yeah, we spend like a fraction of the time. But what's even crazier, that here's another fact for you, Lang, that dinosaurs were actually around for 165 million years,
165.
and humans been around for 300,000 years only. That's kind of crazy. And the dinosaurs existed about 65 million years ago, and they were around for 165. Their species managed to stay around for so long,
Oh.
Wow, and humans, we're 300,000 years in, and it looks like maybe
Yeah, just
I don't
just
know.
a page of the
Yeah.
books only.
Yeah, but and like possibly like we don't have much time left. Maybe, who knows? Yeah, you see, I think a star, which is our sun, can only last for about 9-10 billion years, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we have another. We're like halfway through Earth's lives already, and only we exist.
It's okay lah. I think we will never find out when.
Yeah, I think that's the good thing. We'll just never know,
Yeah,
right?
because our life is too short.
Yeah, but it gives you a bit of perspective. 300,000 years we've been around only. 300,000.
300.
And only in the last, let's be honest, 100 years have we. Like nowadays, knowledge is so easy to get. Like 100 years ago, people don't even know. We can't even have this conversation, Liang, 100 years ago, I think.
Yeah, lor.
That's kind of crazy, right? Yeah. Yeah, so go home and think about it, guys. Maybe we should appreciate the Earth a bit more.
Yeah, we should lah.
Okay, and here's the last one. This one is gives you a bit of introspective, I think they say.
Ooh.
Every time you look at a star, you are technically looking into the past.
Oh, this one I know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because light speed.
The speed of light. So light
Yeah.
travels at a speed which is, okay, I have the number here, about 300,000 kilometers per second.
Yes. But
Right.
they are very, very far.
Yeah.
So took many years for them to.
Yeah, it takes many. Even the sunlight we see, it takes 8 minutes, right? About 7-8 minutes, I think, to reach from the sun to Earth. So just think about that. If it takes 8 minutes from the sun to Earth, can you imagine all the other planets that are much further away? Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the stars.
Yeah. So like it is that idea of like, every time we discover a new planet, we're seeing it as it is in the past, right? So
Like
if it's
many years ago.
light years away, it is 100 years ago we're looking at it. So if we were to like travel to that planet, it would be too late,
Yeah,
right?
we already did.
Yeah, and by the time we come back on Earth, time would have passed so much as well. by the time we come back. So it'd be like, so it's kind of crazy. I think that's the idea behind time travel, right? Using the speed of light. Which reminds me of a story, actually. I know this story. Do you know Superman, Liang?
Yeah, I know.
So, famously in his origin story, Superman's planet gets blown up, Krypton, right?
Yes.
His planet gets blown up and he gets transported to Earth. But the problem was last time they never actually explained how he got to Earth so fast, because Krypton is about 27 light years away, it's explained. So Neil deGrasse Tyson, a famous scientist from the US, said, okay, I have an idea. Superman can reach Earth and grow up on Earth if, when the planet blows up, he travels through a wormhole that immediately takes him to Earth. That's how he can arrive as a baby. Or not, he would never arrive as a baby. So in that story, it was so cool. Like, Superman arrives as a baby, right? And when he becomes Superman at like around 27 years old, he manages to go to like the International Science Center in the US. They managed to show him the destruction of his planet, because it took 27 years for the light from the destruction of his planet to reach Earth. So Superman could watch his own destruction 27 years later.
Oh, what?
That's really cool. That
it's a good one. It's a good.
I really
good
like how,
story.
even though it's a superhero story, they took using like real science theories and actually applied it to the story and made it like a very cool moment for Superman, like a very personal moment for Superman, right? And he get to see his own planet blow up, where he comes from. So yeah, I think that's quite cool. Yeah.
Okay, and learn something
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Yes.
Also, I'm quite excited for the new Superman movie coming next month.
Oh.
There's not a promotion for it, but I'm just saying I'm excited for it.
But I heard they changed the main character. The Superman is not
Well,
there.
hey,
Okay.
Liang, just watch the movie.
Okay.
Right now, we have a bit of a time constraint, but we have Joy here. I think she has 3 questions for me. Maybe me and Liang lah. We try to both answer it lah.
I actually prepared more than 3, but wait, let's go.
Let's go 3.
So how do you want to do this? I'll ask the question.
You just ask the question. Me and Liang will try to figure it out lah. Teamwork lah.
Let's start with an easy one, okay?
Okay, 3 questions, Liang. About space.
What is the name of the galaxy that Earth is in?
Oh, this one is easy. Do you know, Liang?
In English, I need to think about it. I think solar system, right? Is it called solar system?
The galaxy.
Name of the galaxy.
The name of the galaxy.
The big, like we are in a solar system, but also it's part of many solar systems in a big galaxy.
All right, I don't know.
The answer would be Milky Way, right?
Yep, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Milky Way.
Yeah.
What do we call the path that a planet takes around the sun?
Oh, a planet takes around the sun.
Yeah, what do we call the path that a planet takes around the sun?
Any idea, Liang?
I learned it in Chinese.
What is it in Chinese? Just curious to say it.
And I forgot about it.
Is it an orbit?
Oh, you're right.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
orbit. Okay, orbit. Yes.
Okay, you see.
I know.
Come
Okay.
on.
This is question 2.5, an additional one. Okay.
2.5.
Same question, but how long does it take, for the Earth to orbit the sun?
365 and 4 in what is it called? 1 divided by 4. How is it called?
1 in
A quarter
of
day.
Oh,
Yeah, the
specific.
days.
It's a good answer.
Yeah, actually the answer is 365 days. I think he got it.
Yeah, I
lah.
think he got it more
that's
right.
why.
I think Liang is more right than the answer.
Yes.
He got the extra bit, which
Yeah,
is
that's why 4 years we have one more days in the February every 4 years.
Yes,
Wow.
he's right. He's right.
Okay.
All right, third one. No way you get this wrong. Who was the first person to walk on the moon?
Oh yeah, walk on the moon. Do you know his Chinese name, Liang, at least?
The guy with strong arm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's correct.
The
What's his actual name, guys?
Neil Armstrong.
Okay, correct. That's all.
Is that
Unless
it?
you want one more question.
One more. Quickly, last one.
Okay, last one. What are the small rocky objects that orbit the sun, mostly found between Mars and Jupiter? This is the hardest. Can you repeat?
Isn't it just asteroids?
Yeah. Why not you give him a chance?
Oh, I don't know. You make sound like
Okay.
such a hard-
It is hard.
Maybe it's asteroid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Liang is so good. Oi.
Okay, fine. Last one. Now he answers. Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Which
I'm answered.
planet is famous for its big, beautiful rings?
Saturn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Big view.
You know why I know that? Because of the Italian brain rot, the Sartotino, the something,
You know what? You get knowledge from everywhere, so it's fine.
Yes.
Well, anyway, I think that we've unfortunately run out of time, and I think this has been a fun episode of Sun4U, I think. So, yeah. So, thank you, Liang, for being here today.
Yeah, thank you also.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll have you back, but maybe one day.
Yeah, I will be back, guys.
Yeah, maybe. So, anyway, that is all for this week's broadcast, I think, right?
Yep, that is all.
Oh yeah, just so everyone knows, next week we won't have this broadcast. Unfortunately, we're going on a little bit of a break next week.
Semester
yeah.
break.
Yeah, sorry guys. I know it's so sad, but you know,
Oh.
we have to rest. We have to rest. So anyway, so tune in 2 weeks' time if you want to feast on more talks, giggles, and music here on Fillet O Friday here at Sun4U Radio. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram and YouTube at Sun4U Official for more content such as this. And with that, have a nice day, everyone, and goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.